Alright, hello, this is Ars Malleus, and this is a little different from my usual videos, and no, this is not Total War, this is a Let's Play video, and the game that I chose to play is Homeworld 2. This came out in 2003. I remember playing this, and I was really hooked. My friends and I spent hours trying to come up with the most ridiculous strategies and beating this game. I think the most psychotic one that we've come up with is are like swarms of fighters and then just kamikaze them. But that was back in the Homeworld 1 days, back in 1999. This is Homeworld 2, and this came out in 2003. I still think this is probably the best RTS that you can find. Well, it's probably a lot more intuitive now, but back in the day, this is probably one of the best. And yes, it's probably even better than StarCraft. I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat with that one. Yeah, back in 2003, there was no StarCraft 2. This was, and probably is still, the best. So it's been a while since I've played this, so it's almost gonna be like new to me. So you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm really rusty on this kind of thing, on these resource gathering games. So we're gonna go ahead and type in our name, and I'm gonna say, oh, I can use a space. I can say Ars Malleus. Oops, Ars Malleus. Let's create that user. Do we need a tutorial? I don't think so. So let's go ahead and start this baby up. Alright. So, considering this is the number 2 in the franchise, actually this is 3, but there's another one before this, Cataclysm, but you're probably not going to be, this is probably going to be a bit of a spoiler for those who haven't played Homeworld 1, but if those of you who are not familiar with the storyline, basically Homeworld is about these exiled people. They were called the Kushan back then, now they're called the Igarans. I'm gonna shut up and let you listen to this cutscene. I'll talk about them more as I play the game.
The great hyperspace core was found. With it came the gift of interstellar travel, and the Outer Rim trade routes were established, uniting the galaxy in peace. Years passed before the second core was discovered on a desert planet. Pain and bloodshed flowed in its wake. But the exiles returned to their homeworld, Higara. A young woman led them across the galaxy, and it is she who will lead them again. Her name is Karen Sajet. This is the story of the end time. We know this because the third core has been found. Under the dark influence of this core, the Taidan have risen under a new leader, a Vagar warrior lord named Makan. He calls himself the Sejukkar, the Chosen One. Many systems have already fallen under his shadow, and his eyes are set upon Higara. Deep inside the great derelict at Tanis, construction of a new mothership is underway. The pride of Higara. Once more, the exiles will face the coming darkness.
This is Fleet Command. Stand by for hyperspace core transfer.
Containment unit online. All power signatures in the green. Primary couplings released.
Trajectory is good. The hyperspace core is away.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that little cutscene. This is going to be my first ever Let's Play video, so I really have no clue what I'm gonna do. But I'm just gonna assume things. That basically, assuming that it's actually called, you know, Let's Play, you're gonna watch me play through this thing. You're gonna see me die a lot, probably. And yeah, see me rage and all that. It's gonna be good times, good times. For this Let's Play, you're going to join me as I journey through the story of Homeworld and the story of the Higaran. So, going back to the history of this game, if not familiar with the story, I guess I'll sum it up really briefly. The main characters are a group of people. They're a race. In Homeworld 1, they were called the Kushan. Eventually, they called themselves Higaran after their homeworld called Higara, and they were exiled there in the distant past. They used to live in Higara, but then they got exiled after a war, and I guess you can say the governors of the galaxy, these beings called the Bentuzi, set them on a desert planet called Karak, and that's where the story of Homeworld 1 picks up, where you start off at Karak, where you first discover this derelict that actually houses a map back to your homeworld, and on the map it says Higara, so that's what they decided to call their homeworld, Higara, and call themselves Higaran. And now, lots of things take place, mostly filler, like Cataclysm. It's not Cataclysm. The second installment to this one It's not really relevant to number 2. And I think this is more like a tutorial kind of thing, just to get you used to the controls, I guess. Like I said, it's a long time before since I played this, so this is almost gonna be like new to me. There'll be some things that I'm familiar with, like basic controls and whatnot, grouping. But yeah, most of the story is gonna be fairly unfamiliar till I actually go into it. Alright, so we got a little pod thingy here. It kind of looks small right now, but if you there's actually a scale concept art where they stand a little, like a person. They drew a person standing right next to it, and it's a freaking building pretty much. Anyway, whoa, it's lagging. This is gonna make things difficult when it comes to the more difficult missions. So I have to harvest RUs, resource units. So we're gonna do it right now. Oh, I think the hotkey is H, so I just pressed H. So we're gonna get right on there. Whoa, sorry about that. Yeah, so you have the Higarans who... Oh, no, don't do that. Ah, no, don't do... Oh, you idiot. See what I mean? I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright. Pressed really bad buttons. Okay, so back to the story. So the exiles decided to build this mothership, basically to house their entire race and send themselves to a huge exodus across the galaxy back into their homeworld, Higara. Along the way, they meet some baddies, blow stuff up, and yeah,
We will now test the mothership's
Now they're
production
back to their
capability.
homeworld. They've reclaimed it from the baddies
Begin construction
and
of a facility
made some
subsystem.
allies along the way. Made some enemies along the way too, but yeah. Now this is where we are. We're back in the
Production underway.
fighter facility. We're back in Higara, and a new threat is brewing by the name of Vager, or a race called Vager. You already saw that in the cutscene, and the Vager is led by Makan, and he's a Taidani warlord. The Taidan are the baddies from Homeworld 1. If you don't know, if you're not familiar with the storyline, that's really all you need to know. The Taidan baddies, Vagers are related to them. Bentusi are like the super aliens of the universe. You don't mess with them. You're gonna meet them here as
Mothership
well.
fighter facility complete. Fighter facility subsystem complete. Engineering is online and ready for fighter production.
The person talking, by the way, is Karen
Basic
Sajet. She's one
combat
of the
capabilities.
leaders
Construct
of
and
this
intercept
place,
their
and
squadron.
considering that she's actually hooked up to this giant banana thing, she's essentially immortal now, I guess, or maybe her life is extended. What am I supposed to do again? All right, build
Production
interceptors. So I'm gonna
underway.
build interceptor, and because I can, I'm gonna build a
underway.
bunch more. Because I think we get
Production
attacked.
underway.
If I remember correctly, you get attacked once you start blowing stuff up. There's gonna be like drones here, and you gotta blow them up, and then you get attacked. So I'm gonna build 5 interceptors, or start building 5 interceptors, and then I'm gonna blow stuff up. So as you can see, there's a lot here.
squadron
It's not
complete.
like
Stand
it's not
by
like
to begin
StarCraft
combat trials.
or any RTS of the day that this
Perimeter
of the
stations
year
and
this
there will
thing
assist
came
in
out.
providing target drones.
This is real 3D. I mean, someone says 3D RTS. No, this is freaking 3D.
Use the interceptors
X,
to
Y, and
destroy
Z
the target
axis. All 3 dimensions are present, and each unit can move in the different dimensions. Here, so move. You can move there. All right.
Interceptor
can
squadron complete.
Move upwards. You can go anywhere, really. The visuals are awesome. Well, not like that, but look at that. Yeah, I think this is medium setting, so it's actually a little blocky right in the when you come out, and plus Fraps is on, so it's I don't want it to lag too much. Visuals get better. It's kind of dreary right now, kind of boring because we're in some kind of like mega station or something called Tennis. They're conducting tests for like a
Interceptor
station,
squadron
military station.
complete.
It's pretty devoid of military facilities except these things. Tennis space. And what's that? Chimera station. And
Confirmed.
it's pretty. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and attack because my interceptors are almost done. So we're gonna go ahead and trigger the cutscene where we get attacked. Alright. Blowing up defenseless drones. Good times, good times. Alright.
Interceptor squadron complete.
Some really good mods for this game. Maybe I'll do a video just purely on those. Really impressive stuff.
Enemy neutralized. Awaiting orders.
I think there's like a Star Wars mod. That one was it's pretty cool. One of my favorites is actually the Gundam mod.
We have multiple
Oh, here it goes.
unidentified units detected. Signal indicates bigger bomber strike force.
Well, one thing that's really effective in this game is that the unit classes are actually really balanced, unlike in most other RTS, where you have the big, most powerful units. They can almost never be beaten unless you also have a powerful unit. In here, just the small units are actually the key in beating the big units, which makes sense if you think about it. The smaller, faster units, you'll have a harder time hitting those. So if you want to take out an entire battle cruiser, you send in bombers. They have high damage in mass, and they're really fast. That's why these guys can potentially be deadly to these
Order all interceptors to destroy the Vega bombers.
to these units, or to these big stations. It's not as if you can tech out and then, you know, start pumping up your big ships. You know, you gotta have fighter escorts to keep these guys off your heavy hitters. So there's a lot of strategy and tactics involved. What's really funny though is that it doesn't really take much to destroy Chimera Station, considering I have all these interceptors. My friend always makes fun of Chimeras, like somebody managed to do a Luke Skywalker kind of thing, where one plasma bomb. See what I mean? Somebody managed to like get right into the vents or something. Alright, well, we're screwed.
Emergency launch underway.
Alright, mothership, let's run from a heavily fortified military base that's devoid of all defenses.
Primary coupling released.
You know what? I'm gonna see if I can turn up the graphics for this one. In big graphics, those missile impacts would actually show debris that's being like thrown out of the from pieces of the mothership as it impacts. It's pretty cool.
We are away.
Right now we're in medium graphics, so I'm gonna turn the graphics up
Estimated time before
once.
contact, 2 minutes. Begin
Ugh.
construction of bombers immediately to deal with this new threat. Bombers will be required to
Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have had my resource collector finish collecting these. Anyway, just gonna
Mothership.
keep bombing these against. Oh, what's our? Oh, what?
Mothership.
Build squadron.
Production
bombers.
underway.
Okay, so we're gonna build bombers. Let's see. What do we got? Oh yeah, one of the things that I didn't like about this game is that they took away one of the cool aspects from Homeworld Cataclysm, which is the time-lapse controls. Basically, if something like this is happening, like it's taking forever, you just hit the time-lapse button and it's gonna speed things up. Kind of like in Rome Total War, where you have the forward button.
Bomber squadron complete. New
Yeah, I should have let
construction options available.
the resource gathering complete. I told you I don't know this game anymore. Anyway, let's get the bombers in there.
Attack complete. Awaiting further orders.
Alright, so we got
Mothership.
A team. Alright.
Ready.
Can't the worker go any faster? Jesus. Being
On our way.
killed here, bro. Oh, here we go, here we go.
Target confirmed.
Uh-oh, here we go. This is where it gets scary.
The Vega are using hyperspace gates. If they are not destroyed, the enemy can deploy reinforcements through them. These gates must be destroyed.
Hyperspace is kind of like the warp jump in Star Trek. What else? also kind of like the yeah, hyperspace. It's in thing, right? It's in what is it called? Star Wars. The thing about here, only big ships can hyperspace. Those are fighters. They can only hyperspace through these gates. So that's why you saw them come in like that. Normally fighters won't be able to.
Gate destroyed. Destroy all the remaining hyperspace
All right.
gates.
So cool thing about this is that the enemy's targeting everything except for my worker, which they really should do. But I'm not really complaining. And I'm done. I'm done collecting resource as soon as that thing gets in there. So, yeah. Looks like I did manage to pull in all the resources. I didn't actually remember this level to be this long, actually. But then again, it's been a while since I played this. Man, I really wish I could have turned up the graphics. I'll do that in mission 2. So we got a big banana over there and a half banana right there. The 10 is derelict or scaffold or whatever. At the end of Homeworld 1, the mothership was actually turned into a giant shipyard. It's pretty depressing, actually. It went through all that crap and then just turned into a freaking ship birthing machine. It's pure horrible. I didn't know that those things were separate. Is it the same thing here? Yeah. I didn't know that. I thought there's just one big. Well, oh, let's check out Chimera. What's going on with you? Ugh. Pretty cool. Would you want to live in here? Life expectancy in these things must suck, considering they barely have anybody defending these things. Okay, so how many fighters does it take to destroy one Vager?
Long-range sensors have detected multiple signals.
Oh, here we go.
All ships initiate docking procedures and stand by for hyperspace.
Okay, so we're gonna get the hell out of here. Because, yeah, we're getting more enemies.
The Vader have arrived.
Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, shit just got real. Shit just got real. Oh yeah, look at that. That is a battle cruiser, my friends. That is a battle cruiser.
Emergency
2 battle
hyperspace
cruisers, and there's one
procedures
this one
initiated.
below.
Course set for the Homeworld.
Battle cruisers and
mothership
destroyers, and
must
all we
survive.
have are freaking stations and fighters and a worker. Anyway, we're gonna run out of here and leave the rest of the population to die. Thank you. All right, because you know we're the good guys.
Tanis base has been destroyed. The Vagar have launched a massive invasion. Higaran outposts are falling all across the inner rim. The crew of the mothership is making an emergency departure, and planetary defense systems are standing by. Before we can mount a counterattack, we must rendezvous with the mothership's crew. We will exit hyperspace in the shadow of the Angel Moon. A rally point has been established at this location. Prepare for enemy contact.
Alright, I'm gonna pause this the minute I get the chance. And we're gonna continue this from that cutscene that I skipped earlier. So I'm gonna play the cutscene again on the second one. Hopefully it works that way. Come
Hyperspace
on,
jump
pause,
successful.
damn it.
The core is operating at full capacity.
Please jump, or please pause, please.
We made it.
Yes, you did.
We have reached the Higaran system. Vagar forces are being reported in all sectors. They will know we have
Basically,
arrived.
the cutscene that I skipped is, if I remember correctly, it's the crew of the mothership being attacked by Vagar.
6 crew transports are inbound
Yeah,
to dock
see.
with the mothership. A Vagar carrier has been detected in the area.
Gotta get rid of that carrier. That's where the bombers come in.
Transports are under attack and require immediate
Generally,
assistance.
interceptors
At least 4
and gunship
transports must dock with the
corvettes
mothership
are
to
good
meet minimum
against
crew requirements.
against fighters, but bombers you usually
Ship
want
under attack.
them getting rid of the bigger guys. Why am I not?
Recommend construction.
Oh, there you are. All right, so there you go. That's part 1. That was mission 1, tutorial mission of Let's Play Homeworld 2. So I'm gonna stop here, and I actually have to leave for the weekend. Won't be here to continue this in the weekend, so I'll be back on Monday night, and I might sleep by the time I get back on Monday. But Monday, Tuesday, I'll play again and then upload by the next day, I guess. Depends on how big this file is. Yeah, it's gonna be all good, and I'll see you on the second part of this Let's Play Homeworld 2. And for number 2, I'm gonna up the graphics. Thank you. Bye bye. Oh, where's the music?